Fritz, I've been trying so hard to be consistent in my business, but every time I start, I do really well, but I stop. And I stop for longer and longer periods of time, and it's so exhausting. I have income dips, and I don't have the clients that light me up because I just take anyone. And I'm really starting to question whether I or not I want to continue on with my business. This is such a common question and common complaint that I have with my clients and my students. And this is very, very common. More people don't admit this very normal human emotion of being really stressed out, of the inconsistent, up and down, roller coaster type income. And it's not like you're not skilled. It's not like you're lacking in the brain development part. You're actually very smart. And that is what makes it even more frustrating because you know what to do, right? You know what to do. You are an action taker, but somehow you just can't physically take action. Like you feel like you don't have the physical energy for growing your business. And this is very disruptive. And the biggest reason why you're experiencing this is because your nervous system is just at max capacity. Your nervous system is overfilled with stressors that have accumulated for decades and decades that haven't been properly integrated. What happens is inside all of my courses, I talk about this metaphorical stress bucket. And just imagine that you have a bucket. Say, for example, this is my coffee cup, and this is your stress bucket. Throughout life, shit is being added here, right? But because our body likes homeostasis, it's not just in, right? Shit comes out too. Like literally, you eat and shit comes out, right? It's very much the same thing for this stress bucket. And what happens is if we are stuck in the stress management loop, like we're just reducing the stress, but we're not really improving our ability to handle it, sure, you can decrease this cup from here to here with your stress management. But if life happens, something unexpected happens, you get sick for like a week and everything starts to pile up, sure, you've done a good job with reducing your stress to here, but if you don't expand this cup, if you don't work on the skill of being able to handle stress better so that you don't keep filling up, then that's why it feels so exhausting. That's why it's very disruptive for your business. That's why you're exhausted by 2 p.m. That's why you are sick every time you launch. It's because that bucket just hasn't been optimized. And so with my students, with my one-to-one clients, we prioritize this. This is what we work on, making sure that you prioritize your brain and body health first. Because when your business breaks down, it's going to be stressful. And you're not just going to feel that in your head, you're going to feel that in your body. Exhaustion is not just a mind thing, right? You feel that in your body. You literally don't have the physical capacity to do so because of your stressor in your business. And then your body breaks down, right? And when your body breaks down and you need to have time off or you can't function, then your business also goes down. So it's this never ending cycle. And that is why I choose both for my clients. I help them with both. No one really does this in the health personal development world because they don't know how to, but I do. And so with my clients, how I approach them is we work on your nervous system's health first. We actually prioritize that first because when we work on your nervous system, so brain and body health, not just mind, brain and body health first, we prioritize your nervous system's basic ass needs that you've ignored for decades. Then what happens is that your body just starts to light up again. It will just naturally feel lighter. I truly believe, and I teach this, is that the body and the nervous system is a self-healing machine. mechanism, right? That is the principle. It heals itself if and only if you put it in the right state and give it the right stimulus for it to heal. When you put your body in that room, which in my world we call it the ventrovagal branch of the parasympathetic nervous system, when you know how to put yourself in the ventrovagal state of the parasympathetic nervous system, in that state, your body will just know how to heal on its own. You don't need to do anything about it. When it's in the right state, it will heal and it will do it fucking fast because that is the goal of it. That is literally what it's built for. It's designed to do. So, although it feels very overwhelming at first, it actually is the most simple thing that you can do because the only thing I teach my students and my clients is how to bring your body back into ventral vagal state. I don't waste time with my clients going through their inner child memories because that really is pointless. When you know how to recognize the sensations of your body and then put yourself back into the ventral vagal state, you won't need to do any of that shit. Your body will just heal and you will continue to move forward. And naturally, you will just take the action. You will just raise your price. You will just set the boundaries for your clients. You will just sell and talk online. You will just go live because you feel very expressive in your voice and you would think that someone and you will feel that someone really needs to hear what you have to say because you are in this ventral vagal state. And so by doing this, this is really your superpower. And when you know how to do this, this is when everything changes. This is when your income goes up. This is when your client results get better because a regulated system is a system that other nervous systems can trust, meaning that your clients will come to you and will just not know why you're the best person, but intuitively they'll just be like, I just know that you can help me. And they'll be able to pay you with your raised prices because you just have that very solid, regulated presence. And then what happens at the same time is this bucket that I talked about, you are going to expand it because the more you're in the parasympathetic state, the bigger this cup is. So even if you're going through the middle of a launch and you've maybe, God forbid, someone passes away in your family, you'll be able to take that grief as well, process it while still have the ability to help others without compromising your needs. You'll be able to process instead of avoid the stressor in front of you and still have enough capacity in your system to give to others because you know how to turn on your body's innate ability to heal itself. This if you don't have this yet and you want to be in business 5 and 10 years from now, then you better start because this is what is required now for us as health business practitioners to actually level up. If we do not have the skill, unfortunately, we are not going to make it. That's why the smart students and clients that I have prioritized this. And so if you would also want to be part of the rich and regulated practitioners whose goal is to help more people to also be financially secure in themselves so that you can help more people and create the impact and live out the life purpose that you've always wanted, then start your journey by going through the introduction to the rich and regulated practitioner below.